folks, this is Henish, and I'm doing another episode of I've Got a Theory. Today our special guest is Jennifer Krewalk. She's a marketing manager at Synergy One Lending. But we're not going to talk about lending or Synergy or even mortgages or real estate. What are we talking about? What's your theory?
All right, my theory is that people that are driving out on the road, they're driving fast, but I'm specifically talking about people that are driving dump trucks or work vehicles.
Okay.
My theory is that they're not being conscious of the other people on the road because they're aimed at like going to wherever they have to next.
Yeah.
But in doing so, they're not understanding the capacity of their much larger vehicle and the impact that can have on the people around them, say they get in an accident.
Speed kills.
So does weight of that speed.
Speed and weight. This is the old-fashioned physics calculation. Mass times acceleration equals force.
Right.
So why are people driving this fast in these big trucks?
I'm thinking that they're not, one, understanding how big their truck is.
Yeah.
So, I drive an SUV. My fiance drives an SUV. And, I feel safer in that. Part of that is because my vehicle is bigger. It can, the impact on that type of crash. Hopefully a little more protection within the vehicle, up to the vehicle and the people within it. But
in the frame a little bit.
From a theory perspective, for why these people are driving like that is because I don't understand, they think that, once they get into, their big rig, into their dump truck, into their company vehicle, is that they're just focused on wherever they need to be at. And I think that they quickly forget the size of the vehicle and the tonnage that they're carrying.
Do you think they've ever done the math on the difference between them driving 70 miles an hour versus 75 over the course of a 10-minute drive?
No.
Because it might save them 20 seconds.
Correct.
So I think there might be something more to your theory. It's not just that they're in a hurry as much as some people that drive vehicles like that think of themselves in a certain way and they need to be in front. They don't want to be passed. They don't want to be in the back. They don't want to be in the pace with everyone else. They want to be the one that's passing. And I know I've been guilty of that in the past as well, but now I'm happy setting cruise control and not getting a DWB driving while around and just keep it safe and maybe just a few miles over the speed limit, not 10 or 20. But I think it might be something psychological where they have a big truck. It feels commanding, right? When you drive a big vehicle, like, I could drive 80 miles an hour all day in this thing. It's no problem. But I think it might be a combination of an alpha male type personality as well.
I agree. I can be guilty of the same thing, getting into an SUV versus a car, you're bigger, higher. It's just like, okay, great. I can have a little more dominance. Yeah. I grew up in Boston. So the dominating, drive, if you will, just having that, not aggression out on the road, but being dominant and just getting to where you need to be.
So while we're chatting about this, just on driver etiquette, I feel like people in spaces around are typically courteous. Like you're walking through a door, someone's going to hold that door for you. You drop something, someone will pick it up for you.
Right.
But I feel like on the road, it's competitive. Like I'm trying to change lanes and get someplace. Like I'm going to put my signal on and be polite.
So true.
And I want to get in front of you.
Right.
Don't close the gap.
Thank you.
Just let off the gas just a teeny bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can be an aggressive driver if I need to. I'm going to go. I was just telling you. Right. And other people will close the gap and try to stop you. I'm like, I'm not trying to punk you. I'm just trying to get my exit or go change lanes.
Agreed.
And so it's, my PSA, because you said, don't drive so fast. My PSA is just be as courteous as you would be in real life with people as you should be on the road. And
so let's just, in driver etiquette, I just mean civilian driver etiquette. Maybe you don't drive for a living, on the roads, but we all commute, and the majority of us commuting are using our own vehicles. So with that is, when we're merging on, can we try to merge lane by lane, not going from the right lane to all the way to the far left lane immediately? Yep. Do you know how dangerous that is? It puts all of us at risk, and especially when you're going 65 to 80 miles per hour. That narrow window is very, very narrow.
Yep.
Also, I grew up in the East Coast, driver etiquette, semi-similar, but we were taught that the far left lane is the passing lane.
It says that. It says it on the highway every once in a while. Keep right except for passing or something like the left lane for passing. So it's too bad that people park it in the left lane.
I know.
It stinks. You go to some place like Germany and they figured it out, right? Because they pass, they use their turn signals, and you're okay being in the second lane because in the first lane, there's a Porsche cruising by at 150 miles an hour.
Correct.
But they also get a much more extensive 2,000 € driver's education program. That's why it's different. Whereas here in the United States, it's $50 or whatever, and you get your driver's license. But there, you have to go through all this training and teaching you the etiquette of how to drive properly. We've lost it, and I don't think that's going to change until the driverless cars come.
Interesting. All right. Well, maybe that's the next theory.
That's the next theory. Cool.
Henish,
Thank you
thanks
so much, Jennifer.
Appreciate it.
I've got a theory, and that was Jennifer Krewalk.